What's good, everybody? We're coming at you guys with yet another episode of Bringing It to the Ring. We are putting our fantasy booking caps on today because we are going to be predicting the 2025 Royal Rumble match card, including the men's and women's Royal Rumble matches, respectively, and who we think is going to win those matches as well. But I couldn't do it alone. I had to bring my co-host. I had to bring Willie, and I had to bring Wolf. How you guys feeling, man? How you guys feeling?
Feeling good, honestly.
Pretty good.
Are you guys excited for the Royal Rumble predictions? Or are you guys a little
I'm really
nervous?
excited, honestly. This is my favorite
Yeah.
pay-per-view, always.
Yeah, I
The
mean, I think for wrestling fans, I think Royal Rumble is always one of the most exciting times of the year because it's always that one opportunity for one male and one female to take the next step in their career. And who knows who what the landscape could be like for these men and women who do win the Royal Rumble match next year, with the landscape being completely different than it was this year. I mean, we have Raw going to Netflix, and we have SmackDown going over to USA again. And speaking of SmackDown, we did recently hear that SmackDown is going to be 3 hours going forward. But you guys also did reach out to me, and you guys said it'll be for a temporary time
six
for about
months.
6 months. 6 months. Since we're talking about SmackDown, I'm gonna just go down the line and you give me your thoughts and opinions. Do you think Raw, not Raw, but SmackDown being 3 hours is a good move?
Um,
It depends on what they're doing. Like it depends on why it's going to be 3 hours. Like
Yeah,
because at the same time, having two wrestling shows be 3 hours in WWE's
is a lot.
landscape is a lot, especially with how lackluster SmackDown's roster is.
Mm-hmm.
So, like you'd be seeing a lot of filler, shit ton of
Yeah.
commercial breaks. You'll be seeing everything that a lot of people are already criticizing about Monday Night Raw. So, I feel like if they are going to bring it to 3 hours for only a temporary amount of time, they have to be cooking something. There has to be a good reason, like they're bringing back the 1 hour segments, and
Mm-hmm.
then the whole rest is just going to be like a regular episode of SmackDown, something like that. Maybe something involving The Rock. Uh, but I mean, we are transitioning towards possibly The Rock versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, so it makes sense in that
It's
category. But 6 months,
it's
it just seems so
it's crazy.
specific.
I think it's specific, but and I was talking about it earlier. It's two different sides. There's two sides to the coin, I would say. I mean, yes, with Raw, it gives more stars to an opportunity to get on TV, but I don't think it needs to be 3 hours. I think yes, it will allow wrestlers to get involved in storylines, but how can we sit up here for 3 hours when it'll feel like a chore at that point? Because
It
if
would.
you really think about it, the reason why Raw 3 hours is better is because it flows great, because you have a lot of stories taking place on Raw to fill the 3 hours. We have the Judgment Day stuff and the mini feuds that they're doing over the course of Raw. We have the Bronson Reed stuff. We have the Terror Twin stuff. We have the Jey Uso stuff. We have the Wyatt Six stuff. There's numerous things to get invested in throughout the show. When if you look over on SmackDown, it's really just Cody and then the Bloodline stuff. And right now we know Roman Reigns is not going to be there a lot of the times. We know The Rock is not going to be there. So it's really just Cody pretty much doing a lot of the heavy lifting when your undercard is not really performing well. They're trying to.
yeah,
It's
like
trying
your
to get there.
main undercard is like LA Knight, Andrade,
And Carmelo.
Carmelo.
And that's it. And
That's
then your
like
tag team
maybe
division
you
is
can
not that
bring
in.
back AJ and do stuff with AJ, but and
That's
then it's
and
like
we're AJ
Kevin
hasn't really
Randy
been doing anything.
sometimes. It's
And then the
like
Kevin Owens stuff, like that right there is probably good for an hour. And then
Yeah.
we see a lot of times with SmackDown, they have to cut a lot of things. And if you look at the roster on Raw, it's heavily stacked. So they're going to have to try to fill that gap and try to get more star power and use the star power that you have to fill out the 3 hours if that's the case. Because right now, SmackDown is not going to be good for 3 hours. You can see what it's already doing at 2 hours, and it's not really performing well if you compare it to Raw. Like Raw and SmackDown is night and day at this point. So it's like if they want to do that, I'm not gonna say I hate it, but like you said, Willie, it's a lot of wrestling. That's 6 hours
Mhm.
between Raw and SmackDown, and if you include NXT, that's another 2 hours. So that's 8 hours worth of WWE programming a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just too much. That's way too much. Like it was, and it's crazy to think that Raw has been 3 hours since 2012. 2012,
Mhm.
mind you. That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
And I was like what 11 years old when they were started doing that. I was still in grade school. I was still in school doing this. Come on now. Like I don't know. Wolf, do you have anything you want to add to that? I mean,
Yeah, honestly, it's weird because I am noticing there are people on both brands really that are not
mhm,
being featured at all. And it's like maybe that third hour we'll get them on TV.
yeah,
Like now for a while, like Vinci was not on TV at all, and now like when he came back, showed up on SmackDown, his first match, he got squashed by Apollo Crews.
that
Uh,
was weird.
Speaking of
That was
which,
pretty dumb.
they're facing each other again tonight. Uh,
Oh,
And
can't wait for
Hopefully
him to
not
get
a
squashed
squash.
talk
again.
about filling your time wisely.
Hopefully not a squash. Hopefully that was a one-time thing and never gonna happen
If
again.
they do that, I'm turning off. I'm turning the channel if they do that again tonight.
Yeah, they're
Uh,
gonna do that again.
Also, Cody and
I'm not even
Roman are
kidding.
gonna meet at Georgia Tech, showcased on SmackDown.
They're not. They're not going to
They're,
do a
they're
segment.
bonding, I guess.
They're best friends. They're gonna have a nice dinner, and they're gonna be like, "Hey, man,
Well,
let's take
Roman
down the
tweeted
Brooklyn
out
line
just
together."
them standing in like a football field.
Who did?
So did Cody.
Roman tweeted that.
Tweeted
Yeah,
what?
Cody did that
Follow.
too.
It was just a picture of him and Cody just standing across from each other on the football field. I'm like,
They're friends now.
They they not friends. They not even close. They're just associates at this point. They're not even close. I that's
I
another
think
thing.
another issue with SmackDown is that there's also a lack of names. There's people that are just there needs to be more names because clearly, like I would argue that like Raw is like what double the size of SmackDown. I'm probably wrong, but
Yeah, around there.
yeah, it's
I
like
just think
SmackDown.
I think the biggest concern I think for me and I think for a lot of wrestling fans, I think even us, I think is that how they fill those 3 hours. Like if they use it
Yeah,
to the fullest potential that they know that they can, and not just put random filler that we've seen week
if the
after
third
week
hour
after
is
week.
just going to be what's it called commercials, then don't bother.
Yeah, if they're just putting just random
Like
stuff,
if
then
you
I
added
can't. I
up
really
the
don't
third hour
understand.
is commercials, don't bother. Just don't bother with it.
But I mean, SmackDown, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. I have to see how the first episode does go before I can make my final judgment. But
Yeah.
as of right now, I don't think it's a necessity to have it be 3 hours, considering how they've been doing 2 hour SmackDowns as of the last couple of months or last couple of years at this point. So it's gonna take a lot of time before I can be fully on board with this SmackDown being 3 hours. But we want to put that out there. But the whole meat and potatoes of why we're here, the Royal Rumble matches. Now, I think though how we're going to format this, we're going to start with a Royal Rumble match and we're going to end with a Royal Rumble match. I think that would be the best way to do it. So I'm gonna leave it in y'all's court. Which match should we start off? Should we start off with the women's or the men's?
Women's.
Yeah, I think
Women's.
usually the women start. So
Okay, okay. I think
yeah.
except for 2023, of course, because I think the men started
Yeah,
in
the men's did it.
then the women's co-main evented, I believe, that
Mm-hmm.
year. Okay, so well, since we're gonna start off with the women's Royal Rumble, I'm gonna let you and Willie and Wolf, you guys give me your number one entrant for the Royal Rumble for the women. Willie, you
Um,
go first. Who is your number one entrant?
It's gotta be something.
You want it
Chelsea
something
Green.
now that okay. All right, okay. I love that. I love that as your number one entrant.
Good pop to
That's a
start
great number.
off. Good pop.
That would be because people are starting to really
Really
get
enjoy
invested
her,
into what
yeah.
she's doing. All right, that's a great number one pick. Wolf, you're up. Who is your number one entrant for the Women's Royal Rumble?
Number one, I'm going to say. Sorry, I'm thinking a little bit.
It's okay. It's okay. No problem. No problem at all.
I don't think it's.
I'm looking through the roster.
Yeah, I'm looking through the roster.
I'm looking through the roster to see who I'm
That
gonna
was
have
how
as my
I
number one
came
entrant.
up with it.
Yeah. You can't go wrong with that.
Screw it. Io Sky.
Damn, that's a good one.
That's a great one.
That's a very good one.
My number one entrant for the Women's Royal Rumble, none other than the EST Bianca Belair. I think she would be a great number one, and she
Okay.
knows she's no slouch or no flash in the pan. She knows what it's like to be the number one or the early entrant. But Willie, what is your number two entrant? Who's gonna start off with Miss Chelsea Green?
I think they're gonna do the classic Natalia.
Oh Lord.
Just put her number one or number two at all the Royal Rumbles. She's only there to
She
lose.
always is number one and number two, I believe, for a lot of
Around there, yeah.
Yeah, they do have her be like this Iron Woman for some reason. I don't know. All right, Wolf, you're up. Who is your number one? Your number two entrant to start with Mrs. Io Sky.
Let's pick. Raquel Rodriguez.
Ooh.
Damn.
Hey, running it back from their NXT days, you guys. Going back to NXT, the woman that took the title from Io Sky, who was Io Shirai at
Oh
the
yeah, I
time.
forgot about that.
My
Yeah.
number two entrant is really gonna stir the pot a bit. The number two entrant, a storm is coming. Jade Cargill at number
They're
two.
starting off the Rumble with Bianca and Jade.
That's really going to get people talking because that's really going to plant some seeds for the rest of the Rumble. I'm going to say that. All right. Who is your number three entrant, Wooly?
All right.
Who is your number?
I'm gonna go American Maids Ivy Nile.
Ooh, okay. I love that. I love it. Wooly, you're a Wolf. You're a
I'm going to say. Candice LeRae.
Candice LeRae. All right. My number three entrant is going to be Chelsea Green coming in. I'm gonna say Chelsea Green comes in. I think you have her come in so she can really just start going at the baby faces, and then they start just beating the crap out of her or whatever you want to do to kind of separate Jade and Bianca for the time being. Let them focus on her for a bit. All right, number four. Who is Willie? Who's your number four entrant?
Kaden Carter.
Okay, easy elimination. You thinking?
Yeah, easy, just like spot filler.
Yeah, unfortunately, as much as I don't want it to be, but unfortunately, that's gonna be just that. All right, Wolf, you're up. Who is your number fourth entrant?
I will say Natalia at number 4.
Okay. I think
get all the easy dubs. Get all the easy dubs out of there.
That my number fourth entrant. I'm gonna say it's gonna be Shayna Baszler from the Pure Fusion Collective. Shayna Baszler at number 4.
Woo.
Let her just start coming in trying to wreak havoc and take people to town. So, hey, I can't hate it. I think she needs something. She needs a good showing, though. I think with her is just bad creative. I think just bad booking. So,
Yeah.
but Wooly, your number 5th entrant into the Women's Royal Rumble.
Representing Damage Control, Kairi Sane.
The way you said it is crazy.
Damage Control.
Oh, for me, number 5. You know what? Let's get started with a bit of a surprise. My number 5 will be a returning Alexa Bliss.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. You know what? I'm gonna do something different. The first NXT entrant, I'm gonna say the none other than who I believe is going to be the NXT Women's Champion, Julia, comes in.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's pretty early.
Yeah.
Let her
Julia
start coming
instantly
in.
in the main roster.
Let her come in, and her and Chelsea have history, and and Chelsea gets eliminated first. Unfortunately, she's gonna be my first elimination. Unfortunately,
Well,
unfortunately,
I'm gonna have Chelsea stay in, have a little bit of help because my number 6 is Piper Niven.
Okay, all right. I like that. I like that one. Wolf, who's your 6th entrance?
6th entrant. I will say, let's give Io some backup. Let's say Kyrie at number 6.
My number 6, I'm gonna have to go with Naomi. Naomi comes in at number 6. You have, like the big 3 in there trying to take everybody down. It'll be like how the Shield was in 2014, where pretty much they was like the main 3 of getting a lot of eliminations until one eliminates the other. I feel like it's kind of bound to happen towards the end. But your number 7
definitely.
entrant, Wooly, who is your number 7?
Lyra Valkyria.
Okay. Lyra. Hey, she I think that's a great pick. Great pick. Wolf,
Go
who
Bird
is your
Lady.
number 7?
I will pick Sonya Deville.
Oh.
My number
Pure Fusion
7th.
Collective.
My number 7th, a returning Shotzi from injury.
I completely forgot about Shotzi.
Hey, she comes
All
in.
right.
Okay, Pop, I guess. Your number 8
Decent.
entrance.
Number 8, I'm going to do Naomi.
Okay, all right. Okay, number 8 for you, Wolf.
Gonna keep going for Pure Fusion Collective. Zoe Stark at number 8.
My number 8th pick for one night only, Scarlett. The one night of the year where she actually wrestles. She comes in.
Yeah, that doesn't hurt at all.
That could work.
They have a lot.
My number 9.
All right.
My number 9, I'm gonna do Sonya Deville.
Okay. My number 9. Oh, Wolf, your number.
Shayna.
Pick.
Just Shayna, the number 9.
We're just bringing Pure
pick,
Fusion Collective.
Yeah, pretty much.
My number 9 pick, Michin.
Okay. All right. My number 10 is going to be a returning TNA Knockouts champion, Jordynne Grace.
Good one.
That's a great pick.
Well, my number 10 is Leo's number 9, Michin.
Okay. Wait, this is supposed to be a 10th.
10, yeah.
Pick. Okay.
Yeah, you're number 10.
My 10th pick, Whew. A returning Becky Lynch as number 10.
All right. All right. My number 11 is going to be Michin.
Okay. Who is your number 11, Wolf?
My number 11 is gonna be. Let's say Blair Davenport.
My
Yeah.
number 11th, Zelina Vega.
Oh, yeah.
I
My
think
number
she-
12, I'm going to go Katana Chance.
Okay. All right. That's a good one. Who is your?
I don't know if I said Naomi yet.
I believe you did.
I believe you did. Yeah, I think we all
Yeah.
did.
Number
Naomi.
12, let's say.
I keep track on my notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, number 12, let's say Bianca Belair.
Okay. All right. My number 12 from TNA, I'm going to say Jordan Grace. at
There
number
we
12.
go. Number 13 from NXT, Thea Hale of Chase U.
Okay. I love that one. I love it.
Number 13 for me will be Bailey.
My
Mm.
number 13 from NXT, Lola Vice.
Damn.
I think
My
that'd be
number
kinda cool.
14, which is the most unlucky one, I'm going to
You
give
don't
it
want
to
that one.
I'm going to give it a Zoe Stark.
Number 14, I will.
There you go.
say-
Give him the unlucky one.
You don't want that one. I will say that.
I don't want to do her
14.
dirty like this, but
Who was your number 14?
I hate to say this because it's unfortunate. I will say Maxine Dupree.
that realistically could be a 14th entrant.
I was
honestly.
thinking Maxine
That's the most
Dupree.
realistic 14th entrant.
Yeah.
Yeah, out of all the women, either her or Chelsea Green. Yeah.
Yeah.
My number 14, a returning Charlotte Flair as my unlucky 14. Charlotte at 14.
All right.
All right, we're halfway through, you guys. We're at 15. All right,
Already.
who is your 15th?
Number 15, I'm doing a returning Charlotte Flair.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
okay. All right, who is your 15th, Wolf?
It's gonna have to be the same as Willie, Charlotte Flair.
That would have been crazy if we picked if all of us picked Charlotte 15, but I at 14 and 14,
That would be
14
great.
unfortunately. 15, I'm gonna say from NXT, Roxanne Perez.
Ooh, okay. My number 16, I'm gonna do Wolf's favorite, Candice LeRae.
Okay.
Number
Who is it?
16, I am gonna say let's do Jade Cargill.
16. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. My number 16, I'm gonna say Nia Jax.
Ooh,
You think she doesn't have the belt?
bold.
I don't think
point.
she's gonna have the belt. I don't.
Bold.
I
Okay.
don't think she's gonna have the belt.
My number 17, I got Bianca Belair.
Okay. All right.
Number 17, I have Roxanne Perez.
My number 17 will be Io
Okay.
at number 17. All right. Number 18, Willie, you're up.
Oh, number 18.
Yep.
I am gonna go with Raquel Rodriguez. She's got a back.
That is true. I'm gonna say mine real quick, and I'm gonna leave you guys to it for the next pick, and I'll be right back. But my 18th pick, Jay
Who?
Who?
Parker.
Oh,
Jada
Jada
Parker. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That won't be too bad.
My number 18, perhaps a bit early. Actually, hold on. Oh, I had someone in mind, but I'm gonna change my mind. Number 18, I'll say Dakota Kai.
Yeah, okay. For my number 19 from NXT, I'm gonna go Tatum Paxley.
Pretty good, pretty good. What's it called? Number 19. I guess for my number 19. I'll say Zelina Vega.
Zelina Vega.
Yeah.
All right.
So we'll look
Did
for
you
it.
guys make your picks?
For 19, yeah.
Okay. I have 19 just now, right? Or did
Yeah,
everybody make
yeah,
their
you
19?
just said 19 now. We both said our picks. So for me, my number 19 was Tatum Paxley from NXT.
Okay.
And my number 19 was Zelina.
Okay. My number 19, I'm going to say another person from NXT, even though she hasn't debuted at the time of us doing this. I'm going to say a returning or a debuting on the main roster, Delta. Because it seems like she's going to be rumored to sign with the company at any given moment. She is signed to the company. Let her go in there and show everybody what she can do.
My number 20, this is when I'm going to put a returning Becky Lynch.
Okay.
Number 20 for me will be let's go with Julia.
There we
Okay.
NXT Women's Champion Julia.
My number 20th, Bailey. Bailey at the number 20th.
At number 21, I'm going to do Indy Hartwell.
Okay. Love it. Love it.
My number 21. Did I say Bailey yet?
No, you haven't.
No.
I'll say Bailey.
All right.
My number 21 pick. Ooh, I'm gonna say Ivy Nile. I'm gonna say Ivy Nile at number 21.
For number 22 for me, I'm going to do Io Sky.
Okay.
Wait, who?
Okay. Number
Io Sky.
Io Sky for number
Io.
21.
Okay. My number 22 will be I'll do a throwaway one. Let's do Electra Lopez.
Yeah.
That's a throwaway. You said it right. That is a throwaway.
That's
Because she's gonna get thrown over the rope real quick.
Yeah.
My 22nd entrant, I'm gonna say Kairi Sane.
Ooh, okay.
I'll be space damage control out just a bit.
So my number 23, I'm going to do A Storm Is Coming, Jade Cargill.
Okay, that's interesting. That is interesting. All
Number
right.
23 for me will be Jordan Grace.
For your 23rd?
23rd, yeah.
My 23rd will be Cora Jade.
Ooh.
My 24 is going to be, well, at least as of this recording, the current NXT Women's Champion, Roxanne Perez.
Okay, I love that. I love it.
My 24 is probably a bold pick, but I'm going to choose the Eradicator, Rhea Ripley.
Okay, that's a true game changer right there. For my 24th pick, I'm gonna say Asuka.
Yes.
A returning Asuka. at 24?
For my number 25, it's going to be Michelle McCool.
Oh yeah, you gotta have at least like one legend in there. I feel like she's more likely.
She's the most likely legend out of all of them.
Okay,
What are we on?
25.
25.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking here. And I'm looking through the alumni.
You can use
25. Let's say. Oh, wait, I can't find her.
But do you know who you're talking about?
I'm not sure. Hold on, give me a minute.
It's a legend.
It is a legend, yeah.
Victoria.
I swear, if you're gonna say AJ Lee,
No, not at 25.
Not the he's probably gonna have her in this rumble. I feel like.
every predictions like video for a Royal Rumble always has AJ Lee at some point. I swear, every
I kid you
fucking
not,
year.
every time I hear somebody talk about Royal Rumble, every year it's always been her or Paige. Every single year.
It's always either AJ Lee or like Lita. Always, every single year.
You know what? Okay, I don't think I found her, but you know what? Since Willie said Michelle McCool, I'm gonna go. I don't even know if she has like a Legends contract or anything. Layla.
Hey,
Hey,
there you
Lake
go.
Cool for one
Yep.
night only. Would love to see that. My number 25, Dakota Kai. That's my number 25. On to 26, Willie.
My
You're back.
no, yeah, I think Willie is.
26.
Willie's there.
Uh-oh. He froze a bit. Well, while we get Willie back,
Oh,
everything.
okay. 26.
What did you say for your number 25?
Layla
Mine?
or Leo?
Yeah, you, Leo.
You.
Wait.
25. Who did I just pick? I picked Dakota Kai.
Dakota. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, my internet bugged out. Sorry. For my
All
number
right.
26, Shayna Baszler.
Okay. All right. Loving it. All
My
right.
26 will be. Oh man, I don't know. Screw it. Let's say Shotzi.
Oh, okay.
Okay. My number 26 is going to be a returning Trish Stratus.
Okay, so for my number 27,
Okay.
I am going to pick. Oh, fuck. I need to go to the roster. Who did I not pick yet? Sol Ruka.
Okay, for your 27th pick. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Love it. Love to hear it. Love to see it. All right, Wolf.
All right. So I think for 27 and 28, I'm going to have a couple surprises. For 27, I am going to say from TNA, Rosemary.
Okay, I like that. My number 27. From TNA, Ash by Elegance at 27. I think you're gonna get
Of
at least a
course.
few.
I should.
And that's not even biased. I just feel like she already kind of said she wants to be there, so why not? On to number 28. Who is your 28th?
My number
loser?
28. This is where I'm going to do the Eradicator, Rhea Ripley.
Okay. I love it. I love to see it. Wolf, who is your
My 28 is probably a bit too bold to once again do a surprise. I will pick Stephanie Vacour.
I love that. My number 28 is going to be Alexa Bliss. At 28.
Okay. Number 29, I have Asuka.
Okay. I love that. I love it.
My 29. Oh. Let's do another return. Let's say Carmella.
Oh. Yes.
Okay, my number 29 is opposite of what one of your picks recently was. My number 29 is Liv Morgan at number 29.
Oh, yeah, because Rhea. Yeah. All right. So for my number 30, a return, Mandy Rose.
Oh. That's
Bring
a good
her
one.
back. Bring her back. I don't care what anybody says.
All right.
Bring her back.
I have a funny idea for number 30.
If you say Ronda Rousey, we'll...
No, dear God. I believe this idea will have. This is like the ultimate fantasy booking. This is like probably no shot it's not gonna happen, but it's fun to put that out there. And that was. So I wanted to give you guys a bit of context. During Dynamite last Dynamite, Asa and Kay we were talking about a certain woman that is too slow for the AEW environment and probably needs to go to WWE. So my number 30, the Doctor will see you now. Dr. Baker.
No, man.
No
Tony would never
athlete.
let his golden girl go, man.
It's not gonna happen. But I do agree that Britt Baker definitely is too slow for the AEW environment.
Tony Khan would literally die in an anthill before he loses Britt Baker. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He ain't letting her go.
If Tony Khan could fight, he'd fight Adam Cole for Britt Baker.
Wait, actually, I just realized. Did I say Becky at all?
Yes. Yeah, you did. I think we all said Becky Lynch.
Oh, I don't remember saying Becky.
No?
Oh, no, okay, never mind. Forget that. Just throw that out of the window. Number 30, Becky Lynch.
Okay. All right. My number 30th. Ooh. I'm going to say also a returning Mandy Rose. I was kind of spitballing and going to put like Lana, because I know she's been talking about coming back to the company early.
I was thinking of putting Lana in there, but I was like, no.
No.
I thought I said Becky. I wasn't sure if I said Becky earlier, but yeah, I don't remember saying Becky. So yeah.
My number 30th is going to be Mandy Rose. And before we pick our winners, we're going to discuss who our Iron Woman is going to be in the Royal Rumble and who our final 4 will be. And then after we do that, then we'll move on to who our winner is going to be. So,
Okay.
Willie, who is your Iron Woman for this Rumble?
My Iron Woman. I'm gonna go on a win. I'm gonna say Jordan Grace.
Okay. All right. That's a good one. That is a good one to have. All right. Who is your Iron Woman, Wolf?
I I have two ideas, one of which is really crazy, and I don't think they'd do it. So I'm gonna go safe. I will say Charlotte Flair is the Iron Woman. She does not win. She does not win. By the
I
way,
would
for
I'm about
me,
to
not
she
say
say
Flair win.
my
you about to be
alternative idea was someone that I did consider to win the Rumble, and that was my number one pick, Io.
that is not
Yeah.
that's not a bad pick. All right.
But I
My
think probably Charlotte just to be safe.
my number well, not my number 30th pick, but the person who I think is gonna be the Iron Woman, I feel like it would be Michin. I think
Mhm.
with her, pretty much they've been trying to make a big deal out of her and trying to help her elevate. Her having a great showing in the Royal Rumble, even though she doesn't really get that many eliminations, I think would definitely help her out. At least in the road to WrestleMania, at least in some capacity. But Willie, who are your final four for the Women's Royal Rumble?
My final four are as follows: Charlotte Flair,
Okay.
Bianca Belair,
All right.
Becky Lynch,
Mm-hmm.
and Jade Cargill.
Oh, okay. I love that. I love it. I love it. Wolf, who are your final four?
So first one is gonna be the same as Willie, Charlotte Flair.
All right. Okay. I think she's gonna be in a
Uh,
lot of everybody's.
I will just because I had her come at number 30. I will say Becky. I will say Raquel Rodriguez
Mm.
and just cause Rhea Ripley.
All right. All right. My final four: Charlotte Flair. We're already in agreement there.
Yeah.
All in agreement.
Jade Cargill, because I think she eliminates Bianca,
Oh,
who would be at the final five. We have Liv Morgan at your third. And then I think the fourth, Michin, as a shock
Ooh,
that
that'd
people
be a
didn't
good
see
one.
coming. Did I say Becky Lynch in here?
You said yes. Yeah, you did. You said Becky. Yeah.
I
Did-
said Charlotte,
no,
Becky.
you said Charlotte,
No, you
Oh,
said
Raquel,
Charlotte. Well, hold on.
Charlotte, Jade,
yeah. You said
Raquel.
Charlotte, Jade, Raquel, and Liv Morgan.
Okay, so
Or
I
no,
didn't mean
no,
to
not
say that.
Raquel. I said Raquel. You
So
said
my final.
Liv Meechin.
Okay, so
Oh yeah.
my final four. I didn't mean to put Mitch. I'm
Yeah,
kind of spitballing here,
yeah.
but my final four is actually going to be Charlotte, Becky, Liv, Jade as your final four.
Ooh,
So
that's a good.
Willie, who is your women's Royal Rumble winner for 2025?
Last eliminating Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill.
Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one. All right, Wolf, who is your women's Royal Rumble winner?
I'm gonna say last eliminating Rhea Ripley, Raquel Rodriguez.
That's a good one.
My Royal Rumble winner. Lastly, eliminating Becky Lynch, Liv Morgan to win the Royal Rumble. She pulls a sneaky heel move when she gets thrown out, but the refs don't see it, and she comes back in and throws out Becky to win the match in a sneaky, sneaky fashion.
Okay, I could see that.
All right, all right. So that is our women's prediction. So we're gonna move on from that to some actual singles matches before we get into the men's. So Willie, For the World Heavyweight Championship, who do you think will be fighting Gunther at the Royal Rumble?
Fighting Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship at the Royal Rumble. John Cena.
Oh, now that's a good one. That is a great pick for the world title. All right, Wolf, who do you have facing Gunther for the world title?
Who faces Mm. Oh, that's really hard to determine, I've realized.
I already kinda have an idea.
It's hard to predict. You know what? Just because it's probably not gonna happen, but I just wanna make something interesting. I think it would be an interesting matchup. I will say Braun Strowman
Ooh.
Versus Gunther. I mean,
versus
they did
Gunther.
face the IC title.
Yeah, I think it's a good matchup. Big meaty
The
men.
person
It'd be a
that
decent
I
one.
think is going to face Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship, a former World Heavyweight Champion in his own right, Damian Priest.
Yeah.
Never got a rematch for that belt and wants to reclaim it.
Not bad.
I think that's what you do. All right, moving on from the men's. Rhea Ripley, who I think is going to be challenging, is going in as champion. But if that is the case, who do you think challenges her?
Oh, who did I not have in my Rumble?
I'll go first. Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez for the Women's World Championship at the Royal
Yeah,
Rumble.
Raquel on there. What the fuck?
I mean, think about it like this though, Willie. I mean, there's a lot of times where a wrestler will be in a title match and then end up showing in the Rumble. So.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna do Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky.
Ooh, that's a good one. That is a good one. I love it.
Oh wait a minute, no, I'm gonna do Liv Morgan versus Io Sky. Sorry, I think Liv stays as the Women's World Champion.
You think she stays as champion? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Wolf, do you think Rhea is champion, or do you think Liv's still champion?
I think Liv will be champion. I will say Liv Morgan versus Lyra Valkyria.
Oh, I'd love
that's
to
a good
see
one.
that.
They need to revisit.
And they were supposed to be doing that feud, I believe, or while when she first became champion.
When she first got to the main roster, she was kind of feuding with Liv.
Then that's like a serious matchup, honestly, in my opinion. I have another matchup that's like a throwaway, but
we already know this guy's gonna defend his championship on the card. Cody Rhodes. I say he defends against none other than the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu.
Okay. I'm gonna get the obvious out of the way. Roman Reigns. Number 3.
Do that crown jewel. For some reason, I feel like they can do this at Crown Jewel.
I think they're gonna do Jacob Fatu at Crown Jewel, and I think they're gonna do Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble, and that is where we get the turn of The Rock.
The final boss.
The final boss betraying Roman Reigns. Look at you now, boy. Look at you now. No Ula Fala now. This is what happens when you fuck with the final boss.
Wow.
No more.
Speaking of the final boss.
No way you're going to have him challenge.
I will say The Rock versus Cody Rhodes at the Rumble.
Wow. Okay, I don't mind you doing that.
The final boss.
Fine.
In Indiana, challenging for the world title. 11-time world champ.
At this point, we're at 3 matches. I feel like
I feel like they're
we're
gonna do 3 singles matches and 2 rumbles. That's what they do. Honestly, this seems
yeah.
like a
So
decent
we'll
singles card.
do. Do you?
We'll
Which
do the
one do you think
men's.
is more likely to be as a mid card? Because we already have both world titles.
US.
U.S. currently held by Mister L.A. Knight. Yeah. Who
I got a
faces
different
him?
prediction for who's champion.
Oh, okay. Let me know. Let me know who is it. Who is it?
Carmelo Hayes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'll love that. I'm not mad at that. But I also
And
have somebody going in as
Well,
U.S.
who does
champion over
Carmelo
LA Knight.
face?
his opponent, Santos Escobar.
Carmelo versus Santos.
Yep.
Interesting.
Ooh, I don't mind that.
I just realized someone that what's it called could have worked for. Yeah, it could have been. Okay, no, never mind.
I could have done Trick, but
Um,
that seemed too obvious as a.
I just realized we
That's
didn't.
way
Okay.
too obvious, but it's bound to happen when they go when he gets the main roster. I also
I'm
have
gonna
a
be
US
real.
champion.
But I'm just gonna tell you that I didn't think we'd actually get a mid card title defense. I actually had like a rivalry match in mind, but I'm gonna just stick the US title match. I am gonna say um sorry, I'm thinking.
It's okay. No problem. No problem. It's okay.
We'll say Carmelo Hayes versus let's just run back the banger. Andrade.
Carmelo and Andrade.
The
Carmelo
feud just
Andrade.
keeps going.
Just keep it going.
I also have a different U.S. champion than LA Knight. I have the prize fighter, Kevin Owens,
Ooh.
going in
Oh,
as U.S. champion to face the returning, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
we running back that iconic rivalry for the US title.
Oh, yeah, we are.
Holy shit.
I think those two had great chemistry with each other in 2017 for the U.S. title. So let's reunite that feud and let it happen on the Royal Rumble.
Oh damn!
But
Now that I'm thinking about it, actually, yeah. Okay, I think I wanna slightly adjust my answer.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Carmelo Hayes versus AJ Styles.
Oh, that's a great match.
I'm
That's a
down
good
for that.
match. That is a good match. I
Yeah.
would not be mad at that. And I also have Kevin Owens as the heel, and I have AJ as the face. I
A
think
little bit of
I
a
think doing
switch.
yeah. Because I mean,
All
at the
right.
time they competed for the title, I think AJ was the face anyway, and
Yeah,
Cole
and
was
Kevin
the
Owens
heel.
is a heel. Yeah. That
All
was the
right,
last
from
time.
moving from those singles matches on to the men's Royal Rumble match.
Hmm.
Who is your number one entrant for the men's Royal Rumble, Willie?
A man we just talked about, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Styles. All right. Wolf, who is your number one entrant?
All right, so I am gonna start the men's rumble. My first two entrants are gonna be the rivalry match that I thought would would start at the Royal Rumble. So we're gonna start my picks of the Rumble match with these first two people. Number one, the voice of the voiceless, CM Punk.
I love it. I love it. My number one entrant into the Royal Rumble, Montez Ford. I think he comes out at number one.
My number two is going to be the guy that always gets fucked over, Drew McIntyre.
Okay.
CM Punk, he manipulated the draw and put me at number 2. Why did he do that?
All right. Love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Who is your number 2 pick for the Royal Rumble? Wolf.
He is a visionary. He is a revolutionary. He's gonna burn
Seth.
down the crowd.
Oh boy,
freaking
Pumpkin
Rollins.
Rollins. Hey, and that's a
Pumpkin
great
Rollins.
callback to
Pumpkin Rollins start off the
2014
Rumble.
Rumble. That is a great callback to 2014 Rumble because they were the
Yeah,
first
I
two.
remember that.
They were the first two in that Rumble.
Yep.
My second pick is gonna get all the heat in the world. I'm gonna say Dirty Dominic Mysterio at number 2.
That's funny you had him at number 2 because he's my number 3. Dominic Mysterio.
Oh. Okay, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, who is your number 3, Wolf?
My number 3 pick. I'm just gonna play it safe. I'm gonna do the staple of Royal Rumbles. You can't have a Royal Rumble without him. It's a new day. Kofi.
Kofi Kingston. Okay, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I like
My
that.
number 3 from NXT, the mountain you cannot climb, the NXT North American Champion, Oba Femi.
The king already.
Lord.
My
Alright.
man.
Hey, just think about the visual. Oba Femi coming in. Dominic is about to get slaughtered.
Dominic's dead. Bro, my man's gonna have like the most shocked face. He's like, fuck. Number 4 is going to be another man you can't have a Royal Rumble without. I'm going The Miz.
Okay, love it. Love it. Who's your number 4th, Wolf?
Number 4. Thinking here.
All right, gotcha.
Let's say Pete Dunne.
Ooh, okay. I'm down
My
for that.
number 4th pick, the returning, the Maverick, Logan Paul.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's gonna get a lot of heel heat, but he's gonna try to doing that. He's gonna try to do a little partnership between him and Oba Femi, trying to take everybody else, but it doesn't work.
He gets murdered. Okay, I'm all for Logan Paul being in your Rumble then. Number 5 from NXT / TNA. Say his name, and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, number 5 for Wolf.
All right. Just because I'm going to be a little different. So let me paint you a picture. Last Royal Rumble, at number 5 in the Women's Rumble, was the TNA Knockout Women's Champion, Jordynne Grace.
That's why I did Joe Hendry.
Number 5 will
the
be
TNA World Champion.
the TNA World Champion, the Wanted Man, Nick Nemeth.
Oh, I love that.
That would be fire. The return.
I actually haven't played in the Rumble, but my number 5 from TNA. He's representing the system for the time being. Moose.
Yes. All right.
Who is your 6th pick, Willie?
Number 6, the monster of all monsters, Braun Strowman.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
And it is raining outside. Nice.
Oh boy.
Braun Strowman made it rain.
Will be Xavier Woods.
0.
My yeah.
6th pick in the Royal Rumble. I'm gonna say none other than Drew McIntyre at my number 6 pick.
My number 7. Don't you see the writing on the wall? Jeff Hardy.
Wow, I didn't think
I
that.
love it.
Right.
I love it. I love that. All right, Wolf.
Number 7 for me. Usually, I've noticed 7 is one of those numbers that are cursed a bit. Not like too cursed, but
not like 14, but yeah.
not like 14. No, but they definitely don't go too far. Number 7. Actually, you know what? It seems like number 7 is just his number. So let's do it again. Number 7, leader of the Final Testament, Karrion Kross.
My number 7 pick, Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, I can see that.
Damn.
Who do you have for number 8, Willie?
Number 8, I am going to do main event Jey Uso.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, Wolf, who do you have as your number 8 pick?
Number 8, I will say the man I had originally put in that U.S. title slot, Andrade.
Yeah.
My number 8 pick, Ludwig Kaiser at number 8.
Okay. Number 9, JD McDonough. Easy elimination.
9, Carlito.
My number 9, representing American Made, Chad Gable.
Number 10, from NXT, the Perfect 10, Shawn Spears.
That's a good one. That's a great one. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
All right. Who is your number 10, Wolf?
I am going to I'm gonna spice things up a little. Number 10, the current Intercontinental Champion, Braun Breaker.
I love it. I love this. You love to see it. My number 10 pick, Sami Zayn.
Good.
My number 11 pick, Kevin Owens.
Okay. I love it. I love it.
Number 11 for me will be Dominic.
My number 11th pick, the revolutionary, the visionary, Seth freaking Rollins.
My number 12, Austin Theory. Coming out right after Kevin. You see where I'm going with this?
Hey, I bet you, I wouldn't be surprised if you have Grayson like literally right after or a few picks later.
This is who?
All right. Oh, he's not even in the Rumble. That's tough. All right, Wolf, you're up.
Number 12, I think?
Yeah, number 12.
Oh, man. I'd say Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
Number 12, yeah.
My number 12, I'm going to say a surprise entrant in this Rumble. And he's coming back to WWE in a full wrestling capacity, at least for the time being. None other than the Bullhammer himself, Wade Barrett.
Yes. Oh, give me what I want.
Yes.
Please. Oh, I'm all for that.
I think he's coming. He even teased that like he could be coming back.
Yeah, I did notice that. I did notice that.
All right, number 13.
Number
Coming up next.
13. I am going to pick. Oh, okay. I thought I had him in mind. Sami Zayn.
Ooh, I like it. I like it. I like it. All right, who do you have for 13, Wolf?
Number 13 will be Damian Priest.
My number 13 will be Tyler Bates.
Yes. That'd be a good way to bring him back. Number 14, the one position that nobody wants to be in. I'm going to give it to that fraud, the fake tribal chief, Solo Sikoa.
I'm about to do you one better just to say, give you one. If you thought Solo was that, oh no.
Okay, so I have an idea for 14, and it's gonna be doing a little dirty. I'm probably gonna cause a little bit of dirty things. Actually,
There's two people I'm considering putting at number 14, bro.
That fraud deserves it.
and there's a couple people at least that I think would be so hilarious to put at number 14.
Okay, so
Okay.
I did
my
not
God.
expect this to be as fun as it is.
it's about my pick is about to be fun. Just
Okay,
wait.
do you
Oh my
guys
God.
want me to pick the obvious choice, the
Pick the obvious one and then
not so obvious, or the very funny one?
do the very funny one.
The very
Let's have some
funny
fun
one.
here.
Dude, that one.
I'm gonna feel so bad. The current NXT champion, Ethan Page.
No, you're not doing him that bad, man.
You got done dirty.
Because
All
what's it
ego.
called? You know how all the time,
All
like
ego.
especially with Joe Hendry, they what's it called? They do the pin, the roll up, and he gets pinned
Alright,
randomly.
that was funny. My number
Wow.
14 is about to be funny. The botch man himself, Tonga Loa.
That was one of my
Loa.
options. So
Yeah.
my options
And watch him
were,
botch getting into the Royal Rumble and get thrown right out. He's about to break a record.
my three options were JD, Tonga
Yeah.
Loa,
That was my second.
or I decided Ethan Page just because I feel like it would be so funny if he was all cocky and arrogant and everything.
Mine-
And then he just
Mine were Solo, Tongaloa, or Chad Gable.
oh,
Oh, easily.
Damn.
That would be funny.
All right, number
That would be funny.
15. I am going to pick like Mussolini. CM Punk.
CM Punk.
CM
Okay.
Punk,
love it.
okay.
For number 15.
Number 15 for me. Well, seeing as I just talked about him, say his name. Number 15, Joe Hendry.
My number
All right.
15, Bronson Reed. I think it's gonna
Pretty
be
good.
My number 16. I already have the yeet. I need the no yeet. Jimmy Uso.
Okay. All right. Okay. I love it. I love it.
16 for me. Finn Balor.
Yes. My number 16 is Ilya Dragunov.
Mm-hmm. My number 17, Austin Theory will still be in at this point. Grayson Waller.
Mm-hmm. Love it. Love it.
And he will eliminate Austin in this Rumble, mind you.
Wow. Okay. All right. Wolf, you're up.
My number 17 will be Ilya Dragunov.
my number 17 will be Mr. A-Town Down, Austin Theory.
Yes. My number 18 will be Big Bronson Reed.
Love it, love it, love to see it. I love to see it.
My number 18, and even though I gave Mr. Ethan Page the cursed number 14 spot, I will say he's still in at this point. Number 18 is the walking weapon, Josh Alexander.
Damn. I figured you would do it.
I
didn't
had a
think you were gonna
feeling he
do
was
it.
gonna do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a feeling he was gonna do that. We're on 19, right? 19, right?
You're on
No, I
18
said
still.
18.
Okay. My number 18th pick, Finn Balor.
My number 19 is going to be Damian Priest.
Love it. I love to see it. You love to see it.
My number 19 will be. Let's do a fun one. Let's bring a return. Let's bring, representing the Viking Raiders, Eric.
Oh,
Okay.
that's very
Not
dark
Ivar,
pick.
Eric.
That's a dark horse pick, yeah.
That's a dark horse pick right there.
Yes.
For my number 20 pick.
Wait, did I pick my 20th? Wait.
Oh no, you
Yeah,
didn't.
Leo didn't.
You,
pick
you didn't do
My
19.
number- I didn't? Okay.
You didn't do 19 yet.
No,
No.
you didn't do
Okay.
19.
My 19th pick, Mr. Yeet Man himself, Jay Uso.
For my number 20th, it's going to be another man who would already perform on this night. 2025 WrestleMania will be his last. The Elimination Chamber will be his last. The Royal Rumble will be his last. John Cena.
Oh,
I love it.
that's a really good choice, Willie, because that is also my number 20 pick, John Cena.
And it's crazy. I'm right there with you. John Cena is also my 20th pick.
Wow.
There we go. John Cena, number 20 in the Royal Rumble. I swear if he is, that will be the funniest shit ever.
That would be the
That would be
funniest.
very
reaction,
funny,
though,
yes.
because like we called that months in advance. It's crazy.
But
All
guess
right,
what?
21.
Number
What is it?
21, the person who will go right after him, the Intercontinental Champion, Braun Breaker.
Woo! I love that. 21. Who do you have, Wolf?
21, I will do. Sorry, I'm thinking.
Mhm.
Yeah, number 21, let's say Mr. Taking It All himself, Solo Sikoa.
Sure.
The Frog.
My 21st pick, a man that has a lot of history with Mr. John Cena. Or did I pick CM Punk already? Did I pick CM Punk already?
I have no idea.
If I pick CM Punk already, then
No, I don't think so.
well,
You're
No,
CM
you
Punk,
didn't do CM Punk.
CM Punk is my 20th.
Okay.
Let them go at
You
it.
mean your 21st?
21st, yeah. 21st, yeah. All right,
My number
22nd.
22, Finn Balor.
Love it. I love that. Great pick, great pick, great pick.
My number 22 will be Samoan Werewolf Jacob Fatu.
Ooh.
My 22nd pick, the megastar L.A. Knight.
That's nice. Number 23, I have the visionary, the revolutionary Seth Rollins.
Love it. Who is your 24th, Wolf?
23.
23rd.
23.
I will pick Um, Tama Tonga.
Oh, you're bringing all of them in there.
My 22nd, Andrade.
No, I think that's 23rd. I think we should be on 23rd.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's 23rd. Yeah,
I
so
have
Andrade is
Andrade.
number 23.
Wait, what did you pick for 22 last time? Like the last pick?
The last pick that I did was LA Knight.
LA
Yeah.
Knight, right? Yeah.
Number 24, I have Ludwig Kaiser.
Okay.
My number 24. Jey Uso.
Oh, my number 24 is Mr. Whoop That Trick Williams.
It's a good one.
My number 25
Mm-hmm.
is going to be the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu. The person I was considering, I was like, no, not yet.
Okay, gotcha.
My number 25 is going to be. See, I had another legend in mind, but I really liked Leo's idea earlier. So I will say Wade Barrett at number 25.
My number 25 might shock some people. Coming from AEW, the WWE, Ricky Starks.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's a good one indeed. Number 26, I am going to pick Rey Mysterio.
Great pick. Who was your number 26, Wolf?
Number 26. I will pick. Thinking here. You know, I really like Leo's idea. So 26, I will pick Ricky Starks.
My number 26 will be Randy Orton.
My number 27 will be Randy Orton.
My number 27 will be Randy Orton.
My number 28.
It's your number 27.
27?
27.
Yeah. Johnny Gargano.
Oh, that's a good one to put in that late. I like that. I like that a lot. See, you guys are all talking about Ricky Starks as if you think he's leaving. I think I have one guy that I'm pretty sure will leave before him. Mr. Mayhem, Wardlow.
Wardlow. Balls.
This is gonna be. That was a good one.
Wardlow and Braun Breaker, bro. Oh, it'd be so good.
Okay, I'm now going to do some picks that could be seen as controversial.
Uh-oh.
One of which I'm going to say is perhaps the most controversial opinion I have of all, especially given his issues.
Oh, I know who you're doing.
I think
Number 28, Brock Lesnar.
That's a good one. It's still a good one, despite everything. Despite everything, it's a good one.
Yeah.
My number 28, the wanted man, Nick Nemeth.
My number 29, it is going to be the Maverick, Logan Paul. Unfortunately, there can't be a Rumble without him. Can't be a Big Four without him.
Nope.
So my number 29 is another controversial pick.
If you,
He is going to be only there just to be there, and just to deal with the Timu line wreaking havoc. Number 29, the OTC, Roman Reigns.
Okay, I like that. I like that. Number 30.
My,
Oh,
no,
sorry.
let's let number
Sorry, you
29.
still have number 29.
My number 29, also coming from AEW because I think he's bound to leave by the end of the year. I say it's not a new day. It's not. But I will say it is Rusev Day.
That's a good one.
And
My
also
number
the 30th one could be a surprising pick. This one, just go all out if you want to.
The 30th.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a couple of options. I could go all out. I can go all in. I can go everywhere in between.
That's a good one.
But for number 30, if you smell what I'm cooking, the final boss, The Rock, number 30.
All right. So my number 30, this is going to be complete fantasy booking. This is probably not going to happen, but I can be ballsy about it. This is probably going to certainly be an emotional entrant.
Biggie.
No. In fact, I think it's crazy because it's not even a return. It's not even a debut. It's someone who's already signed to the company. At number 30, the lights go out.
Uncle
And
Howdy.
then Shatter plays.
Oh,
Number
don't
30,
do me like
Uncle
that.
Howdy.
Oh, that will be so fucking good. I will
will say
cry,
so.
man, if that happens at number 30 and there's like a video of Bray playing and then it's Uncle Howdy.
My
Oh,
number 30th is a return of the indie god, Matt Cardona.
if I had water right now, I'd be spitting it, but that's such a good pick.
Yep.
I was literally about to pick John Moxley just because you can have all three members of the Shield at this final four, but John Moxley is not giving up that contract.
If this gimmick isn't an indicator that he's not leaving, I don't know what is.
Exactly.
He's gunning for
and
that world title.
Especially if Tony Khan would do anything he can. You thought
You know-
him losing Britt Baker was bad. If he loses John Moxley, he's gonna be
It's
livid.
over. You know
might as well
an
cancel
emotional pick I wanted to do for number 30?
What is it?
The final countdown plays.
Oh my
Brian
God.
Danielson.
You know what I wanted my 30th one to be?
What?
Biggie. I wanted it to be Biggie. Like,
I don't
just
see it
imagine-
happening anymore.
I don't.
The thing is,
or Roman.
regarding Moxley, I don't think Moxley's gonna show up anytime soon, just because his contract is through 2027.
But
Yeah,
even
same with
then-
Malachi
even
Black. That's why I
Even
didn't.
then, it's like he
I
has
mean,
an
yeah, he
opt-out
can
clause
go
in his
out whenever,
contract.
but
He has an
I
opt-out
just don't see him
clause.
showing up.
No,
in-
not anytime soon. Like he does
Like
have an opt-out clause in his
I could see
contract.
Malachi getting released and maybe going, but I don't see it being
Ooh.
this
I don't
year.
see it.
You know what
I
was the
don't see
third
it.
one? You know what would have been a third one to have
Whoa.
my third pick? He's all about that boom.
Adam,
Cole.
I
baby.
wish.
That
bro's
was
been gone for
such
like
a
2 years
waste.
for
Yeah, I
injury.
wish.
That was
man.
such a waste. Even the Wardlow pick was cool because like
Yeah.
Wardlow and Braun Breaker being in there.
I
would be
I
cool.
put Wardlow because I don't think it's going to be Brock Lesnar. Like I think that's what they're going to do again, where it's like they put
Yeah.
another big man in place of Brock Lesnar. It's like, well, then do Wardlow. So
All right.
that's what I did.
Yeah.
So before we move into our final four and our winners, Willie, who is your Iron Man for the Royal Rumble?
He's going to be lucky for once. My number 2, Drew McIntyre.
Ooh, that's a great pick for your Iron Man. Wolf, who is your Iron Man for the Royal Rumble winner? No, Royal Rumble match.
Royal
Sorry.
Rumble match, yeah.
Yeah.
I am gonna say I'm thinking. I'm going to say CM Punk.
Here's your Iron Man. Okay.
Yeah.
Flashback to 2014. My Iron Man for this match, I'm gonna say Dominic Mysterio.
Ooh, bold. Very bold one.
All right, Willie, who is your final four?
Even though Drew is my Iron Man, I'm not having him at my final four. So
Okay.
I'm going to do CM Punk.
Okay.
I am going to do Seth Rollins.
Okay.
I am going to do John Cena. And I'm going to do the final boss, The Rock.
Oh my God, that would be so freaking cool.
4 of the greatest of all time, bro.
Easily 4 of the greatest right now. Wolf, who is your final four?
I am going to start with the easy ones. I will also not have my Iron Man in the final four. So my final four will be John Cena, Randy Orton, thinking. Sorry, I kind of forgot who my third one was. We'll say Roman Reigns.
Okay.
Oh.
And the fourth one will be Jacob Fatu.
Nice.
I love it. My Iron Man is not in the final four, but my final four are Jey Uso,
Mhm.
Matt Cardona,
That's bold. That's very bold.
Austin Theory,
Nah.
Crazy.
and CM Punk.
Oh, man. All right.
So, Willie, who is your final prediction and your Royal Rumble winner?
Last eliminating John Cena, the cult of personality,
Oh
CM
my God.
Punk. It's a great callback. Money in the Bank 2011. One of John Cena's last moments is putting over his old rival. CM Punk
That
wins
is true.
the Royal Rumble.
Love it. Wolf, who is your
My pick is it's interesting because I also have him last eliminating John Cena for the third time winning the Royal Rumble match.
final boss?
The Apex Predator, Randy Orton.
Oh, Randy.
That is great. Oh,
Oh my.
that's another good
God.
one. Oh, wow.
The final two will be Randy and Cena, and then Randy wins.
Okay. I'm gonna say this is how the final four is gonna play for me. Jey Uso gets taken out by the bloodline and therefore was eliminated. So it comes down to your 3 right there. Who wins it? Final prediction might stir up a lot of controversy, but like lastly eliminating Matt Cardona to win the Royal Rumble, CM Punk.
Okay,
Back to
good winner.
2011 Going back to 2011 when both of those guys were champions, WWE champion CM Punk, United States champion Zack Ryder at the time, but now comes back as Matt Cardona.
Wow.
All
So
right.
both of you have CM
Dude.
Punk, and I have Randy Orton.
I see CM
Mm-hmm.
Punk probably winning it. I would love to say Jey Uso would have been a great prediction as well because I think he does deserve it.
Yeah,
after
the thing is,
everything that's been going
I don't have CM Punk like winning it just because I think
He doesn't necessarily need to win it. Like there's
he
other
doesn't
need
need
to
to
win
win
it.
it, and also I think Seth because
Doesn't need
at
it,
they're
really.
gonna build up at Mania Seth versus Punk.
I really should have thought
Because
about
Punk
that
could be
because I did
champion
think-
heading into Mania.
Who?
Punk could be champion heading into Mania.
Yeah, and
Could
at the
be.
same time, I think they're probably gonna want to do CM Punk versus Rollins 1-on-1. And I was
Yeah.
considering that they could wrap all that up into a fatal 4-way, but at the same time, I just don't think they're going to.
I
Yeah.
think
Austin
the
Theory was
chamber.
cool.
I think the chamber will be like Rollins winning the chamber, or like
Because that's one of the only
something
things he
like
hasn't
that.
done. He hasn't won a chamber yet.
Yeah, like there could be some controversy with like whoever Gunther's gonna feud with at Mania.
Yeah, because the way I feel like the Royal Rumble is going to play out, considering that last year both winners were, one was on Raw. Cody was on Raw at first.
Cody
Yeah.
was on Raw,
This
yeah.
past year, he was on Raw and then won the Rumble both years.
Yeah,
And then we had who would
And
won last
then-
year from SmackDown, Bailey. Then the year
SmackDown
before,
Bailey, but
Rhea.
she stayed.
Yeah, so the way I think it's gonna happen is we're gonna get a SmackDown wrestler possibly winning the
Rumble.
the Royal Rumble for the men, but I think a women's wrestler from Raw is gonna win for the women. But at the same time, I can see them doing a Raw.
That's exactly how I have it because I have Randy winning the men and Raquel coming back to Raw would win the woman.
I have a
Before we
SmackDown
close out-
wrestler in Jade Cargill winning the Royal Rumble and then go on to challenge Liv or Rhea for the Women's World Championship. And then CM Punk, well, he stays on Raw, challenges for the World Heavyweight Champion, either Gunther or Seth Rollins.
I love that. I have pretty much none other than CM Punk winning for the men, going on to stay on Raw and challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship. And I have Liv Morgan winning the Royal Rumble and going on to face Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania for the none other than the Women's World Championship. But it will not remain it will not be that way because I think they'll do Becky getting sneaky, getting like in that cheated win. They have a match at Chamber where it's like a double pin or something like that, to where what end up happening is Becky gets inserted and it becomes a triple threat at WrestleMania. Your three biggest stars on Raw for the world title. I think that would be kind of cool to have happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people wanted to see it happen this year. I think a lot of people wanted to see Liv possibly win as she was a surprise entrant, and I think a lot of people wanted to see CM Punk. So why not have people that people wanted to see the Royal Rumble, win the Royal Rumble this year, win this coming year?
I mean, the reason I say Randy is one, just because
Because the story with Cody, yeah,
the story with
yeah.
Cody, and not to mention, Randy would be the first person since Stone Cold to win the Royal Rumble 3 times. And I could very well see them wanting to do that again, like they did with Cody winning back to back. They'll probably give Randy his 3rd Rumble win. I could see that happening at least. Wait, who did you guys think I was gonna say when I was about to say my pick?
I thought you was gonna say The Rock.
No, I didn't even have The Rock in the Rumble.
I thought you was, because when you said a controversial pick, I thought you were gonna say something like along the lines of Logan.
No,
You know
no.
what
Oh
was
no,
about to happen?
my controversial picks were Brock and Roman being in the Rumble.
Roman's not a controversial pick though.
I guess not, but
I
I
think
mean,
the
he's-
only way you
he's
can do
probably
that,
more
the
likely to
only
get
way-
involved than like
The
Cody's.
only way you can put Roman in the Rumble, The Rock would have to show up though. Roman would have to show up in there.
Yeah.
One of the funniest picks that I was about to do is I am the boogeyman, and I'm coming to get you.
It would
I
be
was thinking
very-
of putting Wade Barrett in there, but I was like, no. 'cause
I
it's
was
just
gonna
too much
say
competition.
for my legend pick, I was gonna say X-Pac.
For a legend pick, I would have went with Ken Shamrock.
I almost said you think you know me, Edge, and I was like, wait a minute, I can't do that.
No.
You can't do that.
I
Or
can't
I
do
would've-
that.
I
Or
was
for a
I was
legend-
gonna say X-Pac because
for a
of the
legend,
rumors
I
that he
would've
was
went
gonna
with
show up last
RVD.
year.
RVD would probably have been one of my legends for the men.
I was
The
gonna say
women's,
Chris
though,
Masters.
Oh, I would have loved that. You know what would have been the funniest pick for the women that I would have probably did?
Santina Morella.
No, don't ever. No. One of the two funniest picks I was gonna do was Jillian Hall or Vicky Guerrero.
Oh, my
Please,
goodness.
please don't curse our TVs with Vicky ever again. No,
Excuse me.
please no.
Excuse me. I remember the
No,
times
I
she would
will
go
be
on
actually
SmackDown.
very upset if they bring back Vicky.
I remember the times on
I
SmackDown.
I
where
would
she was
rather
GM.
want
She
them
was
to bring back
unbearable.
what's her name? The other female legend that like currently like works like backstage more so. Molly Ollie.
Yes.
I just thought I could that actually could happen. She could probably show back up just randomly.
I'd rather they bring back Stephanie McMahon to wrestle at the Rumble.
Yes.
Please
That
do.
I
It was
would
at least
love that. I
watchable.
would be happy for Stephanie. I would actually pop if Stephanie shows up.
Especially with that like remixed rock theme that they brought at WrestleMania where they had more drums. That was the only like drum Death Rebel update that I really liked.
Speaking of Death Rebel, looks like Death Rebel are no longer about to be employed.
Good
soon,
riddance.
because I have to put this out there. Death Rebel, I'm not gonna sit here and be just bash somebody about losing their jobs. Like, I don't want anybody to lose their jobs, but they don't do it for me. They don't. I just feel like they've had
They
like
don't
maybe
put
like
in
one or
enough.
two good theme songs, but like a lot of them that they ruined. Like,
I'm
and
gonna
they tell you their names before like
New
when they enter the
Catch
I didn't like
Republic.
that one. Or like with Bailey's Role Model. Or like
We are
DIY.
Okay, hold up. I gotta stop you there. I cannot take DIY slander because
You
You
don't
like
want
it?
none.
I like DIY's theme. It's actually decent. Now if you guys want a bad theme, let me remind you of the Creed brothers before
Oh, yeah,
they joined
they
American
Oh
butchered
dear
that. They
God.
butchered that real quick. You talk
No,
about
could
butchered.
you imagine if
Here we
they
go.
do you imagine if they full blown updated Roman Reigns' theme and it was like OTC.
Don't
I-
I've seen that and
I
I
would've-
literally
would've
said, oh no, get out of here with
been
that.
so upset.
I
You
did
can
not like when they
acknowledge
did that.
me.
I would have been so
And then another theme that comes to mind that they kind of just have butchered is like with what was it on Smack? They're on SmackDown right now. You already said DIY. AJ, what?
You don't want none.
I'll be
don't
honest.
like
I
that.
actually have grown to love AJ's theme. Not the intro. I think the intro is a bit much.
I've grown to
because
love Damian
it makes
Priest.
him sound like a serial
I've
killer.
grown
But
to love the Damian Priest, but there are some theme songs currently right now that I hope Def Rebel don't touch. One of them, The Judgment Day. Don't touch it, please.
Alter Bridge, keep Alter Bridge, man.
yeah,
Oh,
I mean they
another
paid
theme
money
song.
for that. I
Another
don't-
theme song they butchered. None other than Austin Theory. The one that he had before, I personally liked before they changed it to this.
Yeah,
They
I
just
mean, to
slowed
be
it
honest,
down.
it just sounds like it's just different vocals for me, so I don't care.
Like there's few theme songs like currently right now that are cool. Like the Usos, both Usos theme songs are cool. Like the Judgment Day stuff is still cool.
They only cook when it's Bloodline theme.
Oh,
yeah,
easily.
all the
Black
Samoans.
Fridays is somewhat okay.
And I'm not
Grayson
joking when
Waller
I
is
say
fine.
all the Samoans. Nia Jax's theme is a banger. And I'm like,
Good.
And I don't
How
like how
do
they
you-
add their names into the intro. Like we don't want to see
We
that.
don't
Like
want
that
that.
just kind of just doesn't.
Could you imagine if they did Tomatongas and they had yeah. as
What
like
would-
the,
what would
the
Tama
starter.
Tonga-
Just
what
have
about-
like a hyena gimmick. That's his.
What would Tonga Loa's be like? Would it just be
Mm.
silence?
Well, no, I mean,
'Cause
no.
people don't cheer for
Tangaloa
him. People
actually
don't
can
like this guy.
speak. Like, they
You
just
know
don't-
the cartoon sound effect where someone like slips and falls down. That would be.
Oh my god! Hey, you know what his intro should be? Botch Jamania. That should be his thing because he botches.
Jacob Fatu's will literally be like, Solo, I love you. No, I love you, Solo.
So the thing is, what other Death Rebels? I mean,
You got
Ethan Page's theme is like not bad. It's
Ethan
pretty,
Pages is a good one.
it's a good one.
Ethan Page is a like there's still a few hidden gems, but like
Like
Tony
Tony
you guys
D'Angelo's
want-
is good. I like the
Boba
intro of
Fett's
Tony
is good.
D'Angelo's.
I like
It's all
you guys
about
want
family.
you guys
So
want a really
it-
bad theme song by Death Rebel?
Go
By
for
the
it.
way, keep in mind, Death Rebel made all the themes for
You're the
this.
scum of the
wrestler.
earth of the music for WWE music. Let's be honest.
No, I know, but I'm saying every single theme this wrestler has had was made by Death Rebel. So
The Wizard.
I need you guys to understand. Our current IC champion, Braun Breaker,
Oh,
his current theme is
The one
actually
he has
pretty
now is not
good.
bad.
No,
the one he
yeah.
had
His
before.
current theme is good. The one he had before was atrocious.
Absolutely sucked.
It was bottom tier level of themes. It was so bad. It's basically the one he has now, but it's like
You
more
wanna-
high pitched and none of the lyrics, by the way.
Yeah.
You
The
want a
lyrics
bad
actually save the theme.
Okay. I feel like-
Sheamus's.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Sheamus's
brother.
was
Oh,
so
Sheamus
bad.
was that was so dumb.
Why
They
did you
gave
literally
us-
give us?
We had too
Dr.
many limes back,
You gave
He
it
bro.
took it
us,
away.
Like, how did they just give it to us and then take it back? Like somebody else,
Oh.
like,
So
That's probably what prompted them to not renew the fucking contracts. It's like you had too many limes. We paid all this money
gave
to
it to us
license
just to
Jim
take it back.
Johnston or whoever.
I
fucking
want people
did
to
it.
understand that they gave it to us for what 2-3 weeks and then took it right back.
Yeah, not even a month, and then
Like
they
that's just
did
crazy
a
to me.
traditional Irish. Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal had a very good theme, right? I liked that theme. The one when he was WWE champion, the entrance match
Oh,
just so
boy.
well.
A time
And they
period that
did
we
the
don't
one who came out
traditional.
too with what's it called? When Rock interrupted him afterwards. That's a good theme. But then like
that was
when he
WCFO.
showed up on NXT, he would just come out to the end of shirt theme, and I'm like,
Yeah, and here's the thing, like I wonder what they're going to do as far as the WWE music goes, because there are rumors that not all wrestlers will have this privilege, but at least more like their top stars will be able to get like actually
Mainstream artists.
mainstream music would be cool from different bands.
Oh, I'd love
I
that.
would love. I don't know if people know. I know
So-
some people know about this band, Skillet. I think that
Yes, Skillet, one of my favorite ones of all
I
time.
love one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite rock bands. I think I would love to see some wrestlers have a theme for them. I don't know how people feel about this. I don't like Liv Morgan's theme as much as I like Liv Morgan the wrestler, but her music is just not really it, especially with her being a heel. I would love to see like a Skillet type of theme from her. Maybe something more on the rock or like slow metal or heavy metal type vibe.
Dog.
Guys.
It's in the pudding that when Alexa Bliss returns, Avril Lavigne.
Love that. I wouldn't mind that.
I like it.
And then
I'm gonna
there's
be
also
real.
rumors.
I will be honest. Talking about Alexa, I'm gonna do some glazing over Alexa because she is my
Uh-oh.
favorite woman of WWE. At the moment. I so you know how they remixed her theme when she turned heel.
Stand
Yeah.
up, shut
Shut
up,
up.
and
It-
fight for me.
Like the heel remix was just not that good. It was like, I understand it's heel. and
That's
you have
like
to-
an intro to a Disney show if I'm watching
and
one. Like
I
that's what it seems
understand
like.
you have to. It's not bad. It's not terrible. It's not our worst, but it's like
No.
the baby face one was like her top theme.
I just
100%.
wish that a woman would have a rock theme that's as good as Julia Hart's. Holy shit! I've
I
grown
think
to love that
the
theme
best
so
theme
much.
song right now
Julia's
is
theme
Rhea
is
Ripley's. I think Rhea Ripley's has like the best one right
yeah,
now.
Rhea's is very
Yeah, but
good.
that's a given, right? They're gonna give a good rock song to the best star over there.
In my opinion, if whenever Alexa does come back, I do want her to come back with that babyface version of Fight Me, because
I would say just bring her back with the Goddess, the one she had like
The
from
spiteful. That's what it's
2016.
called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Um,
I'm okay with that. See, what I would want Fight Me, but like with the spiteful like intro.
Oh, okay.
That would be
okay, I
ideal.
like
That's
that.
the
I actually like
perfect
that.
theme.
But there's really no telling who's gonna take over. I mean, for all I know, we could probably
Yeah,
see maybe CFOs takes back over. At least they were
CFO
at
has good
step up.
songs.
Well, you
They
know
had
what I want? You know what I want?
Jim Johnson.
No, if they could acquire rights to TNA themes, change AJ Styles' theme to his
Oh my
TNA.
god.
Get ready
That-
to fly.
I would love that.
I
would
mean,
not
the
hate
thing is,
Even if they're gonna do it like one night only, do it for his retirement match.
even though
could do
the
that.
thing is, like, I don't know if they'll be able to do it just because of for like Motor City Machine Guns, they're not gonna have their TNA theme, which sucks.
Unfortunately not. Unfortunately not.
Because it's a really good theme. And I
yeah.
love that theme.
It's really good. Okay,
So
before
I
go
am
over-
now going to kill your moods, guys.
Uh-oh.
I have bad news.
I'm
Uh-oh.
afraid. Okay.
I've got
Yeah,
some
I
bad
got some bad
news.
news regarding SmackDown tonight. So WrestleVotes,
Maybe we gonna
I
get some
believe
spoilers.
2 weeks ago, had tweeted. 2 weeks ago was when Vinci got squashed by Apollo Crews, roughly 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So he tweeted that I'm told there are a few key figures within creative that absolutely hated the direction on the Giovanni Vinci angle tonight. He quote tweets it and then says, I guess it's double or nothing on this.
No,
Ain't no way.
my boy.
Ain't no way they're gonna have Apollo squash Vinci again.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. Okay, so we're gonna
Right.
do a recap.
Like if that happens, I'm sorry. I'm going to at that point, Vinci will now have to be on the list of needing to leave WWE.
Okay, so we're gonna do a little recapping from events that have taken place in wrestling over these past week from AEW and WWE. So, the Judgment Day storyline has definitely, I would say, picked up, right? I mean, like recently, it's still kind of hit or miss because I think I need a little bit more from it, but I feel like in the sense of allowing the Judgment Day to look a little bit more stronger, considering they were getting beat time and time again by two people when you clearly outnumber them is kind of just crazy. But like they have been looking stronger as of recently. I hope they continue that, but like I think they're still missing something. I think they're still missing a X factor. I think we need something else. I would agree, but what do you guys think on this Judgment Day stuff like that's been happening?
I don't know. Same old, same old.
I'm gonna be real with you.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys probably will not like to hear this. I kind of lost interest in the Judgment Day. They've basically lost all their aura by kicking out Damian and Rhea.
I wouldn't even say that. I just think like
They're
the
just
follow-up-
they
the
don't
follow-up-
feel credible
I will say
anymore.
that I will say they lost some of their credibility. That don't get me wrong. But I
Like
just think
Carlito's a jobber, has been booked as has literally won
JD
only
is just
one
like a
match
henchman.
since
He's
his return.
He's a pincushion. JD
Like
and
yeah,
Carlito are the
Carlito
pincushion.
has only won one single match since his return. I'm pretty
And that's
sure.
crazy.
JD is also a jobber.
He's a pincushion. Like
Can we talk about how annoying this storyline is involving this guy?
Sami
Sami
Zayn and
Zayn.
Gunther.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
just accept the fucking challenge, bro. I don't care.
Like I get
Just
what they're
accept it.
trying to do, but like the story does make sense. I mean,
That was
Gunther
no, it
Gunther
wasn't.
hasn't really lost to a lot of people since being in WWE. The only people that have beaten him were Ilya Dragunov and Sami Zayn
Ilya Dragunov, Sami
and Braun
Zayn,
Breaker.
and Braun Breaker,
Those are the only
and
three.
I think there was one
It
more.
makes sense.
Drew
Those are the only-
McIntyre,
Drew's never beaten Gunther.
Survivor Series 2019.
Ah, well, we're okay.
But
In a Survivor Series perspective, yeah, but like
but
one-on-one,
what I was
Then-
gonna say was it was
That's
either
awesome.
this or the New Day that
the
made
New
me
Day
say
stuff
this.
they need to pull the trigger on. I think
I tweeted this out. I was like, I'm sick and fucking tired of the long-term booking. If you do it once in a while, cool, gotcha. But they do it for every single storyline. It's annoying. It's dumb. It's
They do-
stupid.
You know what's another one that they're doing this long-term booking stuff on and need to pull the trigger on?
What?
The Austin Theory face turn. Because we know for a fact they are going to split.
and
but
they've been
how long are
teasing
they
it
gonna
for a
conti-
year.
They've been teasing this since like what? Post-Mania when they lost the titles?
Before that, they were already teasing that Waller didn't care about Theory. Then they won the tag team titles. Then all was fine, and then they
Yeah.
lost them,
So
and
they've
then it
been
was
teasing
like,
this for a year, and then it's like they're continuing, and they've been definitely amping it up because it's like Austin Theory kind of somewhat turned face, kinda when he had that interaction with Grayson. He says every time you open your mouth, I'm the one that gets punched in the face for it, and he's not wrong.
that's
But
nothing.
how many times? Like I feel like the thing is, I understand some things in WWE or in wrestling in general, you want to play the long-term storytelling with, but
Yeah.
there's some things you don't necessarily need to. When the moment is right, they need to pull the trigger, and this is a moment they need to pull the trigger because it's like it's going to get to a point where I don't think fans are really going to care anymore.
Well, even then, the long term stuff and all these pay per views that they do like a month, and they have nothing significant happen. Where it's like, okay, do I only need to watch a big 4 pay per view at this point?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, look at
And that's another
SummerSlam, the
thing.
amount of title changes that happened on that show and big moments, but yet you still had like Clash at the Castle, King of the Ring, Backlash, where there was just like next to nothing besides either a Samoan debuting or a big segment happened.
And that's
it.
another thing that I think WWE, I wish WWE would potentially get better at, is amping up more excitement around these PLEs for these B-level pay-per-views. Like what other B-level pay-per-views we've had this year? We've had what, Elimination Chamber. We've had
We had a
we recently just had Bash in Berlin. We had Clash at the Castle. We had Backlash. I wish they would add more emphasis on making these matches, and not even just the matches, but the pay-per-view overall important. Like, just have some great moments that take place. Like, when I think more people would tune in if they amped it up in the sense of, oh, a world title could change hands on a B-level pay-per-view. The only titles that have really changed hands this year on B-level pay-per-views is the women's tag team titles, and that division is really not anything to write home about because it shows they don't care. Like, the division is really what, like 3 teams that you have, like the Unholy Union, you have Life of the Party, and then Damage Control,
Pure Fusion Collective.
and Pure Fusion Collective. That's really it. And then you have Piper Niven and Chelsea Green. That's really it. 5 teams.
And technically
most of them-
Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton, but that's not
Okay,
going to last
makes
long.
that 6. But like, how many are actual legit tag teams, not thrown together? There's
Lyra
2.
Valkyria and Tatum Paxley.
That one actually makes sense because they're
That
feuding in
could work.
NXT.
Yeah.
But like, the bulk of the division is really just thrown together. I wish WWE would actually get actual tag teams to compete for these tag titles.
Yes.
Or just get rid of them altogether, because right now you have so many talented women in your division and on your roster across Raw and SmackDown that you can put together and make a solid to great division to introduce a women's mid-card title that can float between Raw and SmackDown.
Transition. there have currently been talks in WWE of a women's mid-card championship. So I'm gonna put y'all on the spot. I will start with the lovely Everyone Loves Women. Will Ferris first. Who is your pick to be the first ever WWE women's, let's say, women's intercontinental
I
champion?
think that's gonna happen. Intercontinental.
This woman desperately needs something. She is honestly I would say one of the best women in the roster in WWE, and is not being treated as such.
Candice LeRae.
I will say Candice LeRae. Yes.
You looked at our Twitter, didn't you? You
Oh.
looked at our
No,
Twitter.
no. I mean, I did think Candice does need
I was talking to Leo
Like,
though.
if she doesn't
Oh,
get
no, I
something,
wasn't looking on her Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
because I do have like for my idea when we talked about people who need to leave WWE.
Yeah.
Candice LeRae is number one,
Oh, I didn't remember.
at least
she
for
was-
women. If
Yeah,
not,
for
so,
women,
like,
yeah, for sure.
number one,
For
number
sure, yeah.
two is like Candice LeRae because she is arguably better than like at least half the women on the roster, and she's being
Yes.
treated as a jobber. It's
Uh,
it's insane.
Candace would be a good option. Leo.
My inaugural women's intercontinental champion, I'm gonna say Michin. I think with the career, like this has pretty much been like almost like a breakout year for her. She has been getting more television time. She has been putting on some great matches. The match she had with Jada Parker in NXT, her involvement in the inaugural crowning of the NXT Women's North American Champion. She played a great role in that. I think she was one of my favorites to potentially win that, to establish that title as having like a big name holding it. I think her having the year that she's having, I think she would be a great addition to have as your potential first ever champion. But I would not be surprised if they were to introduce that title. They would give it to a huge name in the WWE right now.
My pick is going to remain the same. This woman on Twitch, of all places, I remember everyone made a big deal about it like earlier this year, where she was like, they're not giving me enough opportunities like on
Dakota?
my own. Dakota Kai.
I
I
would
think she
love that.
deserves it. I would
Dakota
love
Kai
that
was like my second.
100%.
I think Dakota Kai would be my second. Zelina Vega probably my third.
Zelina Vega is my second. Lyra Valkyria is my third.
And then but I think at the same time, the WWE, knowing how WWE kind of operates, they would give it to somebody like a Becky Lynch or a Bailey because they have the
My
most. As
second,
much as we don't want that, but you know, WWE
They give it
would
a
want to
Charlotte
put the
Flair.
title on her to pretty much represent.
my second would be Michin. My third would probably be Shayna, because again, Shayna,
You know,
how the
who's a
fuck is
good
she
one?
not women's world champion like 3 times by now
Zoe
already?
Stark would be a good.
In my opinion,
Even Shayna Baszler would be a great addition.
yeah.
Yeah.
And let
No,
her go
I
back
wouldn't
to her
care
NXT
if Shayna
version.
is the first champion, because I think it'd be deserved.
It'd be fun.
And because like the fact that she lost at Mania 36 against Becky was a war crime, and
Oh
honestly,
yeah, that
literally possibly like killed her career.
it killed her career because in the sense that she went through everything she went through. She came up second at the Royal Rumble. She went through the chamber and literally
Clean
destroyed
sweep.
everybody. Clean sweep.
And then she
Nobody stood a
lost
chance.
a must-win match against Becky.
By a
Becky wanted to
roll-up,
put her
mind
over.
you.
And
By-
Becky
yeah, by
wanted
a
to
roll.
put her over. That's the crazy part about it.
Becky
Becky
wanted-
wanted to put her over.
Becky
And they
wanted
had
to
an
put her
opportunity.
over, and Creative was like,
And here's the
fuck
thing:
you.
you could have made up for that by having her win the Money in the Bank, and
Yeah.
they still failed.
Yep.
Asuka,
And
yes, I
Triple
get
H
Asuka
just
was a
doesn't
great
care
wrestler,
anymore.
but she
He
did not
just
need to win
gave
Money in
up
the Bank
on
that year.
Shayna completely, and I'm like,
And
oh.
you know what? There's two more wrestlers that I think would be a great addition to have as your first women's intercontinental. The first, another one that I thought about, Raquel Rodriguez. Having a monster, having her come back as a
She's
heel,
got her back.
she would be a great heel as champion. Because look at her run that she
Yeah.
had when she was
Right.
when she first was NXT Women's Champion before she transitioned into a babyface. That would be cool. You also got to throw in other names like you said when we were talking about the Royal Rumble. Mandy Rose, that will be cool. I would
Mhm.
love to see what a Mandy Rose can do as a women's intercontinental champion. Or maybe if you have Jordan Grace come over, have her be a women's
Yes.
intercontinental champion. That would be cool too. You have even Chelsea Green. I would love to see what Green can do as a women's intercontinental champion. Because like her character would just be so unmatched just because of
And
what she
even
can do.
though I would personally want her to get a women's world title opportunity, I could also see Kyrie getting
Yeah.
mid card.
Yeah, but she's gonna get the speed championship.
Wait,
I
speaking
don't
of the
know.
speed title, you know what's a name that we're forgetting about? That would be a great women's intercontinental champion?
Naomi.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Naomi would be really good.
Yeah.
She can really work. Speaking of the speed title, is Will, do you keep up with the speed tournament at all? Because I
I
don't.
know Kyrie
I
won.
think the
Kyrie won
semifinals
over
are Io
Kyrie did elevate.
Naomi, and then Kyrie versus either Candace or Piper.
Piper.
I think Naomi wins the entire thing.
I think yeah, actually Naomi. Yeah, I think she's gonna win it.
I think she deserves it. They need to give her something because right now they're just having her in limbo. And currently tonight on SmackDown, I don't like what they're doing with how they set this up. So they're doing this tag match where it's gonna be Bailey and Naomi versus
Nia
Tiffany
and
Stratton
Tiffany.
and Nia. And if whoever pins one of them on Tiffany's team,
So if
Nia
Bailey and
or
Naomi win, whoever
whoever
gets the pin gets
they get
the
a title
title match.
match at Bad
And
Blood.
then if Nia and Tiffany win, whoever
Pin
gets pinned
is
leaves SmackDown.
leave SmackDown.
You know
I
how I
like-
See the finish of that going is since it's a tornado tag team match now,
It's a tornado tag team
it's
match.
going to be a double pin. It's going to be a triple threat.
Or a fatal
Ooh.
4-way.
No,
I could see
because
them.
Tiffany would
make-
still have to get pinned.
Yeah, I think Tiffany is going to be the one taking the pin though. I
I think
do.
she'll cash in afterward though.
I think
like
she
at
does
Bad Blood.
cash in at Bad Blood. Yeah.
I
And
could
then
see that.
speaking of things that are happening on SmackDown, we did see last week the return of the OTC Roman Reigns.
Yep.
It was weird because like Cody went to not Adam Pearce, but Nick Aldis and
Nick
said,
Aldis.
I don't want anything to do with the bloodline. I don't want anything to do with Roman Reigns. Only for him to come out at the end of the show
It was
and sign the
dumb.
contract. Like, what?
I
are we
mean,
doing?
I'm okay with it, but yeah, like, why is Jimmy not there?
Like that was a
Bro
perfect
took
setup
too
for
much time
Jimmy.
off, like,
I
dog.
think what's gonna happen since the Bloodline do have like the numbers event. I think at Bad Blood we do see Jimmy Uso come back.
Jimmy and Sammy at least, and then Jay's still a little
Jay,
bit
I think it's gonna
skeptical.
be the final piece.
Jay's gonna be like, I don't want to. Sammy and Jimmy are gonna be like, come on, man.
I think
I don't know about
Sammy.
Sammy. I'm
I
gonna
think
say
Sammy
just Jimmy and then
because
Jimmy and Paulie. Yeah.
no, I think
Jimmy,
Sammy
Paul,
and
and
Jimmy are
then-
going to be the catalyst for Jay to and get involved.
I'm gonna say
Sammy eventually though.
Hikuleo shows up at Bad Blood.
Going over to AEW.
Yeah.
This John Moxley. I don't think they have a name for their faction just yet, but
They don't. No.
It's still technically the Blackpool Combat Club.
this different iteration of it, I'm enjoying.
I like it.
I'm intrigued.
I think John Moxley, people never understood how good he can be as a heel, but this guy has all the heat in the world right now. He is on a run. This might be a hot take right now, but I think with the way they're positioning John Moxley, he should be the one to beat Bryan Danielson and become your next AEW World Champion. It might sound crazy,
Indeed.
but to think about it, the guy that turned his back on Bryan Danielson takes his championship and retires him, that will get him more heel heat, especially with the faction behind him, especially if they do decide to introduce a Shane McMahon in this way.
I really don't see Shane showing up. The thing is, it's probably not a hot take, Leo. It's probably an understandable, like reasonable understanding to see it. That's where it's going. my hot take, I guess, is that I don't agree that Moxley should retire Bryan. I think
You see it
Darby
with Darby.
should beat Moxley at Grand Slam and then beat Bryan at Wrestle Dream.
Mm,
I think
I
it's
can-
going to be Mox.
It's probably going to be Mox, but I want it to be Darby.
I wanted to be Darby too, but at the rate that they're positioning Mox,
Yeah.
I think
Unless
they're
they
going to.
do Darby, Mox, and Bryan at Wrestle Dream.
They're probably going to do a triple threat. Mox is going to pin Darby, and then Bryan and Mox 1-on-1, and then Moxley retains.
I can see them doing that
I don't know.
because
Could
I
be
think
anything.
that could be a great way to kind of get the title off of Danielson, but also
Not
kind of
retire
keep
him,
in the
yeah.
picture, yeah. And also we got to talk about on AEW. We got to talk about what they're doing with the international title held by Will Ospreay. We found
Yep.
out that Ricochet will be challenging him for the title.
Not
Automatic
say
5
this-
stars by Dave Meltzer. Automatic
It's probably
5 stars.
going to, but at the same time,
As it should, by the way.
I wish they didn't. I wouldn't say rushed it, but I wish
They
they would have given
rushed
it more
it.
time to build to something. I would have waited until maybe like
He hasn't
World's
been.
I
End. Revolution.
thought it was going to happen at Wrestle Dream, but I mean,
I
I
think
guess
wait
the
till-
5-year anniversary of Dynamite
I
does
get that,
make
but like
sense.
still, I would have personally
Unless
like,
they're
Right.
intending on making a wacky finish and then maybe Ricochet turns heel,
I
like
can
full
see
turn.
Isn't he
turning-
basically already heel though?
not really
In a way.
It's-
But it's
still getting
like
it's more almost like
He
a
gave
face with an
teases.
edge.
it's a little bit of like a
He has an edge. Your side, bro.
random, like he hasn't been on the roster for a full month yet, and it's like already like what the hell are we doing?
He's giving a tease of a heel turn, I think, just cause what's it called? He Lil Broed Osprey, like
Oh yeah, he did. Look,
bruh.
yeah, I did see that, and I was like, oh yeah, they're definitely turning.
Because
him
the thing
heel.
is, Ricochet does have a few wins, he does, but I mean, it's definitely
I
quick.
feel like that's the
Um,
thing, though. I feel like the thing with Ricochet is
So
we
I
know
definitely think
he's a
maybe
star.
I think there should be some kind of like wonky finish, and then where Osprey keeps the belt, even though Ricochet didn't outright lose,
Right.
and then Ricochet turns heel, and then maybe they run it back at Wrestle Dream.
I can see that. Or maybe this is where we get the introduction of like Bobby Lashley and MVP of like the Hurt Syndicate. I think that's what the trademark is going to
Mm-hmm.
be, and he's taking over that Ricochet is pretty much the Cedric Alexander in that group, but
Well,
pretty much way more over.
technically, they wanted Ricochet in the Hurt Business in
They did,
WWE,
but they
and
gave it to Cedric.
they gave
yeah.
it to Cedric because he had nothing for him. Ricochet technically did. So
I think they do that here, and he
Yeah.
he ends up doing that, and maybe you could do like the United Empire or the Don Callis family to an extent versus this Hurt Syndicate. You could set that
I
up.
see that going that way.
Yeah.
Because I think you want to
MVP,
continue this
Bobby,
feud.
and Shelton.
Yeah, and I think you could continue this feud, and maybe if you bring back because I think he's rumored to be returning very soon. If you do bring back Will Hobbs, you could have a Will Hobbs versus a Bobby Lashley. That match would be very interesting.
Do
just because
Will
it's two
Hobbs
big,
and Bobby Lashley together,
big
bro?
meaty men slapping me at its
Bro.
finest. You know what I mean? And
Yes.
I feel like the thing is Ricochet. We know he is a star. We know that he has the ability to be at a high profile level. I think the thing is that's holding him back is his promo ability. He's
Oh,
not
yeah.
one of those guys that can go out there and deliver a gut-wrenching promo that people are going to remember.
That's why you
A lot
need
of
an MVP. You need a
that's
mouthpiece
where
like
MVP
In my
comes in.
opinion, like just a little bit that Ricochet has talked, I think it's been fine. Honestly, I think it's been pretty decent.
Because
Um,
MVP can really talk. We have Sean Benjamin, he can talk to an extent. The thing is with Bobby Lashley, he can talk, but he has the voice of Barney. I'm sorry. But he has the voice of Barney, bro. Like every time
Come on out here so we can fight.
like, come on. Like at this
Um,
point, just start singing. I just don't know. And then going back over to the WWE side, I love what they're doing with Bronson Reed. I think
Yes.
this was not on my bingo card to where they were treating him a couple months ago, but where it started with Seth and it continued. I'm loving it. The promo ability that they had, the promo segment that they did between Braun Breaker and Jey Uso, I loved because Jey Uso, he's good in the ring, right? His promos are good, but we haven't seen him turn
that's
the Nile up for quite some time. This gave me like Jey
Jay
Uso vibes.
promo
Go ahead.
works are really good when he's not doing the eat thing after like every.
Exactly, because this promo that he cut, it gave me vibes of like how he was cutting promos when he's with the Bloodline. He literally went all in, no pun intended, on Braun Breaker, and he said, "I'm gonna make this short and sweet, just like your NFL career," and that was the pipe bomb.
I was dying.
I said it. And the way Braun Breaker looked, his reaction, he's like, "You didn't say that."
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of like how Booker T would have said it. You didn't say that. Tell me he didn't.
You did not
Just
say that.
And then you look at other things that happened on the show, like the Sammy and Gunther stuff. I hope they get with it.
Get
And
to the
I like
fucking
that.
point.
I do like the potential seeds that Sammy did plant with Louis
For
Kaiser
Kaiser,
potentially
and
going on his own in the future, because I do think that is something
that
that
is
is
a
going to
good touch.
happen
Yeah.
in the next couple of months. I can see him breaking away and Imperium being no more, because I think Louis Kaiser has all the potential in the world to be a single star. Like we've seen his match that he had with LA Knight for the US title. That was a great match that they were able to cook up between the two. So
Yeah.
it's one of those things, like I hope they end up doing more with him, but I do think it's going to take some time before they do
Yeah.
potentially pull the trigger on that. What else happened on Raw this week that I'm not that I didn't mention? We did find out that Jey Uso will compete for the Intercontinental title next week on Raw.
On
However, we both know that
He
Jey
ain't
will
winning.
not win. And like
He held
we
up the
said
belt.
earlier, the thing with Jey Uso, it's not that he's not going to get his moment. It's just going to take some time because he is the victim of wrong place, wrong time. Like it's just a bad timing thing for him. Like I do think he will get his moment eventually. It's just going to take some time. The Judgment Day stuff, I will say it has lost a little bit of interest for me, but I hope they can potentially gain some more interest for me in the weeks to come. However, I'm still kind of on the fence that Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley don't have a stipulation for their match, because I'm thinking,
No.
if I'm the way I'm looking at it, that I think a lot of these matches that do take place, for the most part, should have a stipulation. I think we already kind of seen Liv and Rhea go back and forth with each other one-on-one numerous times. I think we need something new. Give them some type of stipulation, whether it's an Extreme Rules, last one standing, falls count anywhere, 2 out of 3 falls if you wanted to,
Yeah.
ambulance match, Hell in a Cell match. There's numerous, or even a street fight if you wanted to. You could do an Atlanta street fight. You could do that. Since they like to give these cities like nicknames and stuff like that, let them do that.
Yeah.
And I think we do see Raquel probably show up there. I would agree. Would you guys agree? Do you think we
Yeah.
do get Raquel?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
do think Raquel does show up to potentially join up with Liv Morgan, and
Or
join
maybe
the
be our
Judgment
next
Day.
challenger.
I don't, maybe, but I can see them doing this Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan stuff like for the long haul going into WrestleMania, and then if you want to, you could add in
They
Becky
could
Lynch.
make a long haul for Liv Raquel. They could drag Liv Raquel out till WrestleMania.
You could do that. I do think.
That's why
And
I
in the
have
Punk
Raquel winning.
promo, oh my God, we got to talk about the Punk promo. This man, he went all in.
Best promo since he came back.
This is like his best promo that he's cut since he's came back. He was
Easily.
very slow and maniacal.
You're gonna have to kill me if you want to beat me.
He pretty much said, and he says, I'm prepared for what's gonna happen to me. I'm prepared to die in that ring. I'm prepared to risk life and limb. And he looks to Drew and says, are you willing to risk the same? People have told me I shouldn't do this match, but I'm doing it anyway. Are you willing to suffer the same pain? Are you willing to meet me in hell for it? That's what I like. I like them doing that.
Well, I do have a bit of spoiling of the lineup of SmackDown tonight, we are going to kick off with the U.S. title match between LA Knight and Andrade. And
Cool.
then apparently there's going to be a backstage segment between Andrade and Carmelo. And then we're going to get Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns meeting at Georgia Tech segment.
Oh, they did meet at Georgia Tech in real life, didn't they?
Yeah.
I guess so, yeah.
Oh Lord.
And then we got God damn it, Apollo versus Giovanni Vinci.
Hopefully they don't butcher that.
From how things are looking,
I'm telling you now, if they have this another squash match,
according to WrestleVotes, it's expected to mirror their first encounter.
Oh,
And it's reportedly for Cruz to catch Vinci off guard once again
if that's the
for
case,
another quick and surprising upset.
if that's the case, let's just say that WWE for
they're burying Vinci.
No, he's dead on arrival. He didn't get a chance.
He's dead on arrival. Yeah.
DOA.
Kevin Owens apparently having a backstage promo, and then Bailey and Naomi versus Nia Jax and Tiffany, and then towards the main event we'll have Bloodline ambushing DIY, and then Kevin Owens and Street Profits versus the Bloodline as our main event.
I've had enough of Kevin Owens and the Bloodline.
Kevin Owens and Street Profits versus the Bloodline.
Oh,
can we
so
move on,
over this.
please? Like
Kevin,
you know,
like
Kevin
Austin
Owens,
Theory agrees
do
from
you realize Kevin Owens has been wrapped in the Bloodline storyline for like 4 years before Cody came back?
More than that.
His feud goes back with Roman Reigns to 2016.
Yep.
Because think about it. Look at all the encounters that Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns have had. 2016, Robot end of the line, champion versus champion. Roman was U.S. champion. Universal champion was Kevin Owens. Go over a couple years. Roman and Kevin. TLC. Roman. Kevin.
I'm gonna need to go. It's getting late for me.
All right, we're about to close it out anyway. So, do you guys have anything to share? We're gonna close it.
I don't think so.
You want to share?
Well, on my personal channel, I just dropped episode 20 of season 2 of Universe Mode Monday Night Raw. You can go and check that out on my personal channel. Also,
I promise I'll give you this
couple days. Yeah, within the next couple of days, I will do SmackDown episode 20 booked by Wolf Harris in the build up to WWE All In our Universe Mode.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Before we do close out, make sure you guys subscribe to our individual channels and like the video, like the stream, and everything like that. We will be doing some more stuff next week. We'll probably be doing some more tier lists next week. We're gonna probably do some more tier lists. We also will be dropping our Bad Blood predictions as well, so you stay tuned for that. We'll probably have that out by maybe Monday, maybe Tuesday, something like that. So you guys stay tuned. We'll try to get that sorted out, but we will be dropping our Bad Blood predictions. We will be dropping a fantasy booking, probably another fantasy booking idea. Maybe we'll do Elimination Chamber or something like that. We'll also maybe if you guys want to, we'll try to fantasy book how the women's Intercontinental title gets debuted. If you guys want to see that, I think that'd be a cool idea. When and where should it be introduced? We'll also be doing some tier lists, like we said, and maybe some quiz videos. I think maybe within the next couple weeks, we might even try to do some try not to laugh reaction videos. I think that'd be something kind of cool to do. I think a lot of people in the wrestling community love doing these try not to laugh. So maybe I've seen some compilations. Maybe we'll do an R-Truth compilation. It's very funny. Maybe we'll do some WWE sus moment compilations to try not to laugh. We'll try to come up with some punishments for each other within reason, of course. But be on the lookout. We'll try to at least drop a reaction video next week. I think we'll try to get a reaction video depending on our schedule, but stay tuned for that. But this is from Leo, from Willie, from Wolf, bringing it to you from the ring. I appreciate everybody who tunes in, subscribes, all the good stuff. We're on the road to 50 subscribers. Stay tuned. More is on the way. And we'll see you guys very, very soon. Too sweet. And we're out of here.